Hello everyone and welcome to the stream. I'm your host Nessie, the captain of this ship. And today we are going to be playing House Sanguinis D&D campaign again. Woo! We're back after a week break. Sorry, last week my brother's birthday popped up and he had a get together. So, of course, me being his older sister, I had to essentially be a part of it. So, are you guys ready for this lovely campaign? I hope everyone is ready for the chaos to begin and things to happen. Anyways, let's bring in our lovely D&D companions, which I think everyone shall know by now. Let's get everyone in. Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Hello, Ness.
Rada.
Rada.
I hope everyone is ready for today.
No,
As
but
will
let's do
ever
it
be.
anyway.
yeah. yeah, that.
Ready as
In a
bitch.
nutshell.
Ready as I'll ever be? As
Ready
that
as
song.
I'll ever be.
Yeah, that one song. So, to give a recap, last time we were here, you guys had started a pretty large fight. The hunters starting off as they headed towards the abandoned warehouse just outside of Seattle, Washington. They did their routine as to look for anything wrong when Jonathan had spotted a blood trail heading down into the basement. Finding nothing as he headed back upstairs with his crew, was ambushed by a group of vampire thralls that had made home here within this abandoned warehouse. Soon after, Caro had given the signal stating that he was being followed by two unwelcome guests that had found their way to Club Euphoria. Getting them finally to the warehouse as the trap was laid by the hunters, followed closely behind by the rest of the party. Chaos ensued as Victor the drow had run away, leaving his hell-touched compatriot to fight off the rest of the crew. In the end, he ended up conjuring a bunch of hell beasts that you ended up fighting, quickly taking care of all of them, even after most of you were frightened, and one of your compatriots even pinned and badly injured by the fight. All of you ended up chasing Erdan down into the basement, where subsequently, I believe, Caro, you finished him off.
That is correct, yes.
Now,
Quite large critical hit.
with a quite large critical hit, good job on you.
Hit like a pussy.
So, we find your group as the map decides to have issues. Thank you.
Getting there. We're getting there.
We'll get there.
Get there
We're getting there.
eventually.
There
You
we go.
find yourself
Are we there?
in the basement, all of you.
Oh.
Tanwin still in your minotaur form, you at the front, with all of you finally making it down into the basement. You look around, there are boxes, and as many of you hunters recognize, nothing much had been touched. But as you enter the basement, you all see the lifeless body of Erdan lying there dead. And if I don't
So
mention,
who wants to go through his pockets?
as to mention also, before you continue on, Violet, Neraina gets an inspo point for dressing up today.
It helps. It helps. Both the inspo and the dressing up.
Violet, you make that remark of who wants to go through his pockets. any of you are free to check him.
I'm claiming that right.
Have fun with that. While he does that, Neraina's gonna take a second, kind of look around and grab her magical flask and just go, fuck it, and take a sip. See what it is today.
Pretty sure you already tried that. It wasn't
Did
good.
No, that was
the previous day.
no, that was the previous one.
It was
We
Last
had
time
a
you
long
tried
rest.
that, it was literal mud.
I
So-
am aware, but this is. Yeah, no, she takes a
Okay.
quick sip.
As
What
you-
is it today?
As you take a sip, you feel the cool rushing wave of a daiquiri, quenching your throat.
Ooh.
Oh, thank the gods!
Okay.
Takes a swig.
What is it?
A
This
daiquiri.
time?
It's well, is Violet asking that, or is
Yes.
that Luca? Luke looks at Violet. It's a daiquiri. You want some?
Yes, give me some of that, please.
Hands over the
Look
flask.
over and take it.
Other 6.
Anyways,
whoops.
please
surviving
roll
this.
me an investigation, Caro.
Of course.
I'm assuming Violet will hand the flask back when she's
15.
done all that jazz, right?
15. As you go through his pockets, you don't find a lot besides his pentacle, which clearly has been etched with infernal all over it, as well as a list of names.
Oh?
You may make me a history check on said names.
Oh, of course I may. 17.
With your 17, you read over it. You don't really recognize any names until you land on a certain name. A Dylan Shepard.
Oh.
That sounds bad.
Oh no.
That's lovely.
There are a few other names on here. You don't recognize any of the names. However, you recognize the last name of a certain Minerva Shepard, a Stefan Ravensong, and a Zara Ravensong.
What? Excuse the fuck out of me.
Alright. Carol will pocket that. And turn to the rest of the crew. He was running down here. I don't think he was attempting to corner himself. Do a thorough sweep.
Sounds like a plan.
Sounds like a plan to me.
We have some of us have high passive perception. What can we see?
You wouldn't see anything with your passive, but you are welcome to roll me a perception check.
Ooh, as a Minotaur, I get a +7 to perception.
So
As a
everyone can roll
skill,
perception,
so that
or is
+7
this-
to my perception gets added to my +4, so I have a +11.
What the fuck already?
Shit, what's my perception?
Imagine needing a Minotaur form to be good at perception.
Excuse me?
What the fuck?
Oh my gods!
Where is Ian? He must die.
13.
Hold on, can I'm gonna
Alright,
roll for Silric real quick.
Yeah, I'm rolling for Caleb.
I point out, since I did mention that last time, that technically Jonathan and Christian probably aren't even in the cellar, so I don't think I will.
You're
We
at
can
the
move
top
them
of the
too.
stairs, yes.
Yeah, I moved them to the top of the stairs because I can't very well move them out of the cellars.
I'll
Silric
wolf-
got a
I'll wolf
24.
Chloe as well.
Finally.
So, Chloe's favorite terrain, so the
Perception.
proficiency's doubled. Da, 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 da. Assumption.
Caleb got a 21.
Does it- It's proficiency, so it did. Chloe also got a 21.
Okay.
A lot of highs, a lot of lows.
Lots of, well,
couple of lows.
a few lows, few mids, and a couple highs. As
Count
Jonathan
4 over 20.
As Jonathan and Christian are at the top of the stairs, they wouldn't be able to see anything. Silric is still on the stairs, so he wouldn't see anything. Neither would Vi. Violet, you're kind of out of, like, vision of where everything is. You can kind of see what's in front of you. You see, of course, a lot of the boxes. Neraina, very similar. However, Caleb, Tanwin, and Caro in particular. You're right in following the thought process you were. Erdan would not corner himself here. In looking around, you don't see a lot. However, it seems as if he was heading this way.
All right.
I'm going to advance as well.
Do I happen to see the giant minotaur going that direction?
Yes. Most of you
Then I'm
would.
gonna
I don't
follow
think you
him.
can miss it.
I wonder if that's a
never know.
missable thing.
Narena
Well,
is going to
technically, I
wait
might
for,
still have passed without trace.
Narena's going to wait for Silric to catch up with her and then follow the others.
Okay.
I think in passing, Violet's gonna just kick Erdan's body just out of spite.
I feel a Minotaur with Pass Without Trace is sort of the limitation of my suspension of disbelief. Like, I don't care how good you are at sneaking about. I don't think a Minotaur can be unnoticed.
Pass
Yeah.
without
Would be-
trace. Enlarged Minotaur. Sneaky.
Okay. So anyone else following the group that's heading towards this area?
I'll drag Caleb with me as well.
Okay. So
Yeah.
Caleb heads with you. What about the
Yes.
vampire hunters? What are you guys doing?
I'm guarding the rear with Christian.
Okay. Valerie will stay behind towards your direction also. Chiara's just kind of absent-mindedly looking around things.
I feel
Yep.
feel like Owen and Chloe will sort of be sweeping around the perimeter of the room.
Okay. So the more magically inclined people head towards kind of this direction. At this point, Caro, as you're looking around, you notice that there seems to be a bunch of boxes kind of in this direction that have been tossed around, and there seems to be an open hatch right here. You can kind of see in it, and you kind of see towards more inwards into this area, different flooring than, say, what's in here. In here, it's concrete covered in wood. You can kind of tell that as you walk. It kind of sounds very thick, almost like there is nothing underneath this flooring. However, you can tell that this is just plain concrete.
Got it. Crew found something.
What is
We
it?
have a door.
All of you guys would
Oh,
hear that.
lovely.
This area kind of echoes quite well.
All right.
By chance, can you see where the door is leading?
Looks to be a hallway leading into another hallway.
Well, I see no reason not to go in.
Hunters, do you choose to head forward?
No.
Yep.
So Jonathan and
That wasn't
Chris.
what I meant to do. There we go.
Do not neglect the rear guard.
Valerie will
Before
choose
we
to stay with
advance-
you, Jonathan.
Before we advance, I want to call out to Owen. Do you think you can get me some healing? I don't get another one of these shifts.
I'll see what I can do.
Thank you.
And I'm going to throw down a... I'll throw down a healing word. Ba-da-ba-ba. My word is 1d4 plus 8. Got to check what my other modifiers are because I've got a bunch of other ones where my things, class features, an additional +2, an additional 2 plus the spell's level, so that brings it up to 10. And I get that twice over because I've got both Disciple of Life and Blessed Healer, so that happens twice over, so that bumps up to a +12. So 1d4 plus 12. I've healed you for 14.
Thank you.
Actually, no, it would be 16. I added the modifiers wrong. It would be 16.
Okay, and it's not even properly doing what it would do. 55. Thank you. Thank you, Owen.
You're welcome.
Okay. So all of you head into kind of this very tight area. The Minotaur kind of takes up a lot of room, even though he's backed up kind of into the corner. Tan, when you kind of back up into boxes. There's not a lot for you to move. And as you guys look down the tunnel, you see it goes into more of a wider room, it seems.
Always the underground, isn't it?
Better than
I'm
being
going in.
pulled in by cops. Going with you, Violet.
Yep, I think. Do the boxes look stable enough to be stepped on?
You most certainly could try.
If I break a fucking ankle, okay. Sure, I'll climb up onto the boxes.
You climb up to the onto the box. It seems to hold your weight.
All right, then I go into the damn tunnel.
As you enter the tunnel, you can tell that there is a great temperature shift. It seems a lot cooler in here. If you think about it, you're underground. You don't know how many feet. However, as you enter through the tunnel and exit through it, you see a room that has almost like cages within it.
What the fuck?
Kara is going to follow suit.
Okay. KarrokHan will follow you closely behind.
What the hell is this place?
More fucking.
Neraina's gonna kind of edge her way past the Minotaur and head for the door.
Okay.
I'm guessing Silric will follow her, so.
Violet's gonna step further into the room to kind of give people room to step in.
I'll also head through with Chloe.
Okay.
Oh, thank you, Nessie.
You both head through. Caleb will kind of look at the room, like the hallway, see how close quarters it is, turn around and look at the Minotaur, look back at the hole. I hate to point this out, Tanwyn, but I don't think you'll fit.
Question. Cat. Okay, so is the hole itself smaller than the corridor?
The hole itself is quite small. Like,
How small?
it can barely fit a normal-sized person. Like, you watched as your friends kind of struggled to get through it, especially a larger-built person, say, like Silric. He kind of had to even shift his shoulders through the hole to kind of fit through.
Okay. Am I allowed to use Enlarge Reduce to shrink myself a size? Mini Minotaur. Minotaur.
Oh, bad joke. Bad joke.
Roll me an Arcana check.
Okay. 22.
I would say you could get it off, but it would be very hard to get you back up to normal size.
That sounds like a joke.
It might be. Mini Minotaur may be a thing that happens.
Also, hi, Pika.
I mean, I can always just unshift at any moment. Plus, technically speaking, going smaller will not reduce my hit points.
True.
Handy.
And basically give me minimal downsides. Oh, will I be slower?
Yes.
Okay, so my speed will go from 40 to 30 feet. Hmm. I mean, I
And
might as well,
your
Owen's already healed
strength
me.
attacks, because a lot of your attacks are based off of strength, you would get disadvantage with your hits.
I'd feel bad shifting back now, when I just asked Owen to heal me.
Technically, you have not lost any of your actual hit points.
I know, but I wouldn't have even if Owen hadn't healed me. So all I got is temporary hit points back, basically. And I feel bad.
How many more wild shape charges do you have?
I have 2 charges. This is my first.
Okay,
I-
you
but
can
I
just shift
can't-
back. You could.
I can't shift into a Minotaur again. I only get 1 of those per a long rest.
Just pick something else, dude.
Yeah, but no point while shifting unless it's a Minotaur.
It is up to you.
Alright, I'm shifting back.
Okay. You shift back down to your tiny self, and you can easily now fit through the hole as Caleb goes through and enters with the rest of you all. Jonathan, are you choosing to stay at the stairs or are you choosing to stay back?
Isn't that the exact same thing?
Are you choosing to stay at the stairs or are you choosing to go with everyone else?
I am staying at the stairs.
Okay. Pika, now that you are here, as you round the boxes, you notice that your group of friends have disappeared from over here. If I can get it. Ping. However, Jonathan and Christian are still back at the stairs. However, you can hear their voices coming from somewhere around here. Pika?
He can fall back asleep.
Pika, are you hardware muted?
Pika, Mike.
Oh,
Yo.
that was noise.
Oh, Pika Mike.
Pika?
Okay, we can't hear you talking.
Yeah, we can't hear you, Pika.
We heard something
Okay,
come from
how
your
it
mic.
is?
Okay,
Yeah,
there
we
you
can hear
are.
you.
There you
I
are!
thought, I
Oh,
thought
she's
my
alive!
microphone was completely plugged in. It turns out it was not.
All good.
I said that I couldn't see where you were showing the thing.
Okay. So are you looking at the map now?
Yeah, I'm looking at the map in both your stream and my
Here.
Roll20.
You hear them coming from this direction. You can hear their voices,
Yeah.
but they're distant.
She goes towards the voice, but keeping cautious.
Okay. As you head towards this, you see the body of Erdan, who is very clearly dead. However, you hear them coming from over here, their voices.
Mm.
You see Jonathan
She's
is back
gonna-
here. He seems to be watching the rear.
She's going to motion Jonathan on something, like to say that there's something else here, before slowly sneaking over to see, to like peek over on what's on the room after her, but trying
Okay.
to keep still, stealthy.
Mm-hmm. As you climb up on top of the boxes, you poke your head in, you can see the backs of both Caleb and Silric.
She waves her little hand, hoping someone would spot.
They seem to have
Or
their
can they
backs. They have their backs to you.
Can she open the door of it?
I think it's already open.
It's already
Yeah, I
opened.
think it's open.
Hmm. There's no one else. There's nothing else in the room, is there?
Doesn't seem like it.
She's going to go through and try to get like Silric's attention.
Okay, you enter the door, and you kind of poke your head from around Silric, and you just see it looks like there are a bunch of cages in this room.
She's just gonna go and say hello.
Silric kind of turns and looks down at you. Oh, hey, Pika.
Chiara.
Or Chiara.
Who's
Who's
Pika?
Pika?
Who's Pika?
Pika
Is it- Are you calling me a Pika animal? What is this?
Anyways,
I
as
mean, you're small and cute like one.
you all look around, Chiara, even you notice it's a lot colder in here. Wood tends to insulate a lot. So this being even a lower elevation, it seems it's a lot colder in here.
Who's clicking the door?
It's probably Zeta.
No.
Am I right?
Huh? Nope. I'm not.
I saw a door clicking and it was just like, huh?
Anywho's.
I guess. Yeah.
As you start to investigate, I need all of you to make me another perception check.
Lovely.
That's wisdom, right?
I do.
Yes.
Hmm?
Yes.
Nice.
Violet got a 17.
Including the back guard? Or...
No, not the
And
back
we-
guard.
Hanwin never manages to get a good perception roll.
Ooh, I did all right. I'm gonna roll for Silric.
Got a 9 for Owen and a 6 for Chloe.
19 for Caleb.
And a 15 for Silric. 24 for Neraina, 15 for Silric.
Just give me a moment. I need to open up Chiara's stat sheet. So perception, right?
Correct.
Okay. I'm trying to get to this round. There we go. Roll. It's this roll. I have to keep remembering it's not the slash. It's a explanation. Dirty 20.
Anyone above a 15 would notice that this door is open And subsequently, this door is open.
All right, all right. There's 2 doors open here, going in the same direction.
Hmm.
This other one right here gestures to. I'm assuming that would be their left. It looks. I don't know.
Violet's gonna pull her knife out and kind of have it at the ready. I'm going through those 2. If anybody wants to follow, feel free.
Quick question. Question to DM. As the Tanwin wants to look through the bars here or here, I want to see what's in that locked cell in that room.
As you look through, you just see... How do I put this? You see equipment that seems to be covered in something.
I don't like that.
If I go closer, can I get a better look at it and see what it is? Well, first off, how big are the bars, and can I just go through them, given I am a tiny creature?
They seem pretty close together.
How close together?
You could attempt to try to get through, but it would be a check.
What would I check?
I would say this would be an acrobatics check.
Okay.
So it'd be
I have
dex.
my character sheet. I don't know what that is.
Dexterity.
Yeah, I don't know what my role is though. Acrobatics. I think my dexterity is reasonable. I think it's like a 12, 14.
I can pull up the drive if need be.
I might as well check see what is on the drive. It's an old one, but it won't be too. I can use the baseline.
You
and figure it
haven't
out.
put anything into it. I can pull it
It's
up.
a 14, and I haven't increased it slightly. I still a 14. So, athletics or acrobatics? No, +2. Okay, I'll just roll a +2. 16.
16, you try to fit through the bars, and with a little bit of difficulty, you pop yourself through it. You all watch this as you see this tiny little creature try to fit through a hole that is a little too small for him, and you see his hips kind of get stuck in the... So you know how, like, when a fat cat tries to fit through a small...
Yeah. Yeah.
Like the small little doggy doors.
Hold on.
You see him try to struggle, and you see him kind of turn to the side, and you just hear a light little as he fits through the hole. He kind of shakes his wings off, and Tanwin, you kind of float to the tools. It's a dried...
I don't touch them just yet.
You don't touch them, okay. So you see that they have this dried red substance on them. Yeah, kind of like that.
It's a very good visual for that.
That's immediately what I thought of.
Okay, so dried red substance. Can I figure out what it is without touching it?
Roll me an investigation.
Investigation. That is my...
Let's see. Tools and instruments covered in a red substance. Oh, I wonder what they could be.
It's dust.
Surely someone was making pizza.
I mean...
Right.
Okay, it'll be a +8. Okay, are you kidding me?
No.
With a 13, you can make an assumption on what it could be. However, without like actually touching it and having more medical expertise, you can only assume what it could be.
Okay, I want to make sure there's nothing magic weird on it. I want to do an arcana.
Okay, do an arcana check.
Fuck.
Oh!
It's doesn't have any sort of magical ability on it.
Okay, ignoring that, what's the rest of it? I just want to know what's there now.
It just looks like there are tools on top of a table.
Anything that could be useful to our group?
Not really.
Okay, well, I'm going to try to leave again and continue.
Roll me that acrobatics.
This time I'll leave through the other side of this side.
This side.
+2, 19.
Again, you guys watch this sight of him trying to fit through a hole that is way too small. And he kind of pops out, almost tumbling, but is able to catch himself before he drops on the ground.
I think Violet will
Okay.
just kind of clock that, be confused, and then just walk through the doors.
Neraina's just
Violet.
watching this with an absolutely puzzled expression.
We should probably get the rest of the gang here before we do that. Would you go grab Jonathan?
Sure.
Tanwin, you fly over and you see Jonathan just kind of sitting on the stairs, Christian kind of leaning up against the wall. Valerie is kind of sitting on this ledge right here. They seem to just be kind of chilling.
Having fun?
Are you?
Yeah, we found us a secret thing. Secret tunnel.
Secret
cool.
tunnel.
One of other.
Secret.
What?
The tunnel leads places. There might be more people. There might be more things. I'm not certain there's much interest in staying here.
Valerie kind of pops up. Jonathan, why don't you go? Christian and I can stay back here. You could also ask Chloe to stay back.
Alright, well, I suppose the two of you are good enough to at least scout if something happens.
Yeah.
Right, well then.
Jonathan, you and Tanwins go back towards where the group is, heading.
Giving the corpse a disdainful look on the way.
I'm gonna try and sit on Jonathan's shoulder for the duration of the mini trip.
You will not succeed.
I mean, I succeeded in I managed to stay.
Basically,
Okay.
I think it's more like he will swat you like a fly.
As all of you enter the room, Jonathan, you are greeted with the sight that was described earlier. As you all kind of enter, Chloe kind of looks into the hallway and looks around, kind of clocking that Christian and Valerie are not with the group. Chloe then looks at you, Owen. I think I'll stay back, just to kind of give assistance. Is that okay?
If you're sure you can get on without me, then yes, I'm sure it'll be fine.
Unless you can't get along without me.
Yo, smooth.
Okay, Chloe, I see you.
I need to go forward. I need to do this.
Be careful, please.
You too.
She'll
lean in and kiss her forehead.
She'll kind of give you a slight hug before backing up against the wall and letting the rest of the group head forward. Silric kind of looks at you, Neraina, squeezes your hand. Caleb looking at the group. I think me and Caleb will stay back. We're more suited to stay back and let you guys go forward.
And Neraina will kind of scrunch her eyebrows, and look like she's about to protest, but then kind of think about it for a second. Just okay. But if I start screaming, you come running, yeah?
Of course.
She'll kind of go up on her tiptoes and give him a quick kiss.
He'll kiss you back gently.
Oh.
And Vi will look at you, Caro, run over to you, give you a big hug, and then stand next to Chloe. You guys finish this. Kick their asses.
Aye.
Out of character, can Neraina and Silric actually be separated for long enough for this?
Yes, up to a certain distance. Like up
Okay.
to a certain point, they're good. Up after that, it starts. There's like a pull, like something's missing. Further than that, it starts getting painful.
Got it.
But Neraina's done this before. She knows what it's like. She can get through it.
Cool.
So,
Already.
go ahead, Caro.
If we're all ready, I believe the best course of action would be to have myself and perhaps Owen take point.
If that asshole is anywhere in this area, I want to strike him first.
Why would he be?
Why is there a
Why
secret
wouldn't
tunnel
he-
in this basement?
Why wouldn't he be?
Why
this
was
point-
that door already open?
Someone
Why
came
bother
this way.
teleporting if you're going to teleport one story down?
This is
Throw us
Victor we're
off.
talking about. He is very much the kind of person who'd do this for either theatrics or just to throw us off, as Violet said.
Or, if we're lucky, he underestimated us and thought that all of his friends upstairs would take us out.
I mean, that's
Though
the
his main
idea.
friend hits like a pussy.
We've established that. Looks back disdainfully towards the hallway.
If
Idiot.
anybody's looking close enough, Violet's hands are kind of shaking as she's gripping onto her knife. I just want to end it.
Could I make a check to see if Neraina notices that Violet's hands are shaking, or would it be kind of obvious?
Make me a perception
I mean,
check.
her hands are kind of like in front of her.
Hmm.
Like one of them
Fair
is
enough.
holding her knife with the blade pointing down, and the other one is just kind of hovering.
That was almost bad. Hang on. That's a dirty 20.
You can see that she is very visibly, like, shaking.
All right, Neraina being Neraina, she's going to kind of edge her way past everyone and come over to Violet and kind of put a hand on her shoulder and just go, take a breath, please.
Owen's
Or another
kind of
drink,
also-
offers the flask.
Owen's kind of also gone into the same quiet, introspective mode he was in the room in Euphoria earlier.
No, thank you for the offer, Neraina, but I want to be fully clear-headed when I end this man.
Absolutely. Neraina would have clocked earlier that about Owen's whole mood about all of this before we got to the warehouse. I think.
Absolutely,
he was-
yeah.
Okay, and then hold on, I need to check the map. Sorry, guys. Yeah, Neraina will kind of turn to him too and just go, "We've got this. Between you and Violet, I think we'll take him down." Actually, I take that back. I don't think it. I know it.
Alright. Let's get
She'll
it.
just kind of nod at Owen and then turn back the way they're heading.
Okay. As you head down into the tunnel, the group of you heading down there, do you guys talk about anything as you go down, or are you all kind of walking in silence?
I think with Neraina being close to Violet, she's kind of like, okay, person here, person gives support. She's probably just gonna like grab onto like Neraina's wrist or something.
Sounds good. Right before they start heading through, Neraina's going to look back one more time at Silric and just kind of give him a nod and grin at him and start walking. And when Violet grabs her wrist, she's going to kind of twist it so that she's holding Violet's hand instead of just having a grip on the wrist.
Okay. As you head down into the tunnel, you see this almost turns into a sewage way, for lack of a better word. It seems to go even lower and lower, And as you open kind of a larger clearing, you see that it turns into a network of different tunnels. I'm going to need all of you to start rolling me a survival check.
Oh no.
I fly. Do I have to still do that?
Yes. Because you are a part of this group and you are going together.
Does this count as related to my favorite terrain?
Yes.
Oven.
I
Okay.
feel like
Good.
we've left urban
19.
and gone more into.
What were you saying, Owen?
I don't know.
12.
My
20.
14.
Okay. It takes you quite a bit of time. As time goes on, you've been walking, say, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes. It seems like these tunnels keep going and going and going. There's a few times that you have to backtrack, but finally you start to notice again another terrain shift as you start to head upwards now. And as you get closer and closer towards what looks like possibly an opening towards somewhere, you end up turning a wrong way and you notice, oh, you're going back down again. And it seems like these tunnels are endless. As time starts to continue on, you guys start to feel almost like a panic surround you. It starts to get darker in the tunnel as the lights...
I want to do an Arcana check. This feels weird.
Okay, do an Arcana check.
As he does that, is it out of character? Is it starting
I see.
to get painful, or just more of a pull from Neraina being separated from Silric?
It starts to feel like a further pull. Like, you can tell
Okay.
that he's getting distant from you. It's definitely further than 120 feet, but you're noticing it's not painful as what it
Not
once
yet.
was.
Oh, okay.
With an Arcana check, with your 18, Tanwin, it doesn't feel like there's any magic around you. However, you can start to feel like you're getting closer to a larger pull of magic. A lot of you magically inclined people, even as you start to go like a certain direction, you feel a larger pull of magic, but then you like turn right and you feel you start to move away from this magic pull. I would like everyone to make me survival checks. However, the magically inclined people can roll me Arcana checks.
As well or instead?
Instead.
Is Neraina more magically inclined? Or
Correct,
is she...
you are.
Nat 20.
Okay.
Plus
So I need-
11, nat 20.
Okay, Arcana check.
10.
With a
Nat
more
1 on the
magically
survival check.
inclined.
21.
Ooh, shit. Okay, hang on.
This is your favorite terrain. Do you get an advantage or?
30,
Only if
20
I'm proficient. I don't know.
for the Arcana check.
Okay, so this is for survival, right?
Either survival or Arcana. You are magically inclined, Pika, so you can do an Arcana check.
I think I'll do an Arcana check.
Okay,
21.
there we go. You guys notice that you're moving further away from this magical pull, and Jonathan, you want to continue going this direction just because it seems like the right way to do. Your training seems to pull you this direction. However, you notice your group kind of stops. They seem to reach out with their magical prowess, and who had the highest score? Both Owen
That
and...
would be Tony
I had a nat 20.
Oh, yeah.
for
Tanwin.
31.
Yeah. Tanwin, you kind of look around and you point towards the direction you're feeling the magic. And in agreement, of course, Owen, you start to feel this magic pulling you in the same direction Tony is telling you, or Tanwin is telling you. And Chiara, you also feel it. And Neraina, you feel this also, as well as even with the lower roll, Violet, you are feeling it too towards this direction. What do you guys choose to do? It is in the opposite direction that Jonathan is saying.
Well, when in doubt, follow the magic.
Following the magic will likely lead us to the... Well, warlocks are magical creatures.
Well,
Neraina will just nod.
separate question. Do we have reception down here?
No.
You can most certainly try.
Well, yes,
What kind
considering
of rock do we
trying, do I have reception?
surrounding?
It's not hard to block cell signals. I'm fairly weak.
If you look
Again.
at your phone, it's a very weak signal. Like, it keeps switching between one bar and roaming as you walk.
Is it enough for a GPS signal, though?
GPS is even harder. You would not have GPS underground, but you might have a cell connection.
If you try to look at your GPS, it tries to load, but it's not loading.
Fucking underground maze.
This magic flow with my nat 20 of 31, is there any manipulation of the latent magic I can do, or is it just sensing?
You can't manipulate it, however, you feel it gets stronger as you go back the way you were and head down a different tunnel.
I want to find the spot where it's strongest and see if there's any magical mechanism or physical mechanism in the area.
You would have to go further away from your group to do that.
I want to try identifying if there's a shortcut to this magic source we can feel before we continue down the path. Do you mind if we check that out very quickly?
You're asking...
That was in character to the rest of the group.
You know what? Yes, I actually do mind.
Let's follow the magic. Just turn
We've already been walking for a while. We're going to worry the rest of our group if we're gone too long.
And quite frankly, I'm getting antsy.
Yeah, I don't like it
Given
down here
what I'm
much.
feeling, I have a suspicion that whatever this magical source is... Okay, so back out of character. Let's see. What kind of feeling does this magic give me? I know it's powerful, but what else? Is there any other feeling to the magic, the kind of magic it is, behavior of the magic, its intent?
It feels like a hot poker is getting closer and closer and closer to you. It feels red hot.
Infernal?
Potentially.
This magic source feels almost violently hot. I have a suspicion it probably has something to do with what we're looking for. And
All
I
the
have a
more reason for us to
suspicion...
follow it.
I have a suspicion that this path may not be static.
Okay. Okay.
All right, so we magic users are feeling one thing. I'd like to Jonathan, Owen, what do you think?
We've
You
been
do realize
follow-
I'm a magic user like you, right?
we've
Yes,
been
but you are also
following-
trained as a hunter.
Does that make a
Jonathan?
difference? Like, we've been following this magic for quite a while now, and it hasn't really led us anywhere. At this point, trying the other way, worth an attempt, I'd say.
Let's do it then.
Could always do a coin toss. Just saying, we all
I'll take a coin out of my pocket, and as we follow it, tails we don't. I'm gonna roll a 1d2. One is heads, tails is 2.
What was one?
2, so it's tails.
So,
we don't follow it. We go against it.
That seems incredibly fucking stupid.
by all means, continue following the magic.
Maybe I fucking will.
This
I know
is
you have
not
a
the time to be
disdain for magic,
fighting.
Come on.
This
I
isn't the
really want
time
to
for
split.
infighting.
I really do not want this group to split up, so we need to come to an agreement that we're all happy with.
All in favor of democracy?
That's why I suggested a coin toss, honestly. Because I think we all know. Never mind. Shutting up.
Coin
You're right.
toss. The problem is that we don't have any really real leads other than the magic. This corridor seems to be endless.
Yes, we've been following it for quite a while, and the fact that this corridor of this length exists makes me suspicious, which is why I suspect that following the magic might not be the correct source of action here.
We either follow the corridor or we follow the magic.
Coin says corridor. Let's just go.
If it's wrong, I'm going to slap somebody.
You can slap me. I'm the one who suggested the coin toss. There. Shall we go?
Does any of us have long-range detection spells or whatever else that would let us get a quick mass perception of our surroundings down the corridor or something?
Not really.
Neraina and I are half-elf. We can kind of see in the dark.
I would presume if it's dark that we'd have our flashlights out.
Yes, you do.
Fine. Continue we go.
Roll me survival checks.
We can always backtrack.
25.
15.
That one.
5.
26.
what-
Nat 20.
It's survival check,
Survival.
right?
Yes.
Uh, 1. Very delayed there, bot. 16.
I guess the bot's
One,
cache was frozen.
3, 4, 5. Okay. So, you head down this tunnel, edging closer and closer, going down a bit, going up a bit. But however, as you start to go up this path, you start to notice that there seems to be a light at the end of the tunnel.
Oh no.
As you get closer and closer and closer to it, you notice that it's getting brighter and brighter and brighter. Then all of a sudden, you pop out inside a cave. As you look around, Some of you recognize this cave. As you start to go back, you can make an assumption here, Jonathan.
No, I'm just saying the fact that we actually came out somewhere means Jonathan is radiating immense smugness right now.
I'm going to cast silence.
What?
No, why?
Continue
What?
smugness.
No.
I'm going to silence you.
And when
Smugness is silent. I'm already silent. You're not silencing anything.
Anyways,
I don't even have silence.
as you open up into the, or go out into this cave, all of you kind of getting up, climbing out of the hole that you were once in. Any of the
Yeah, that's probably
hunters,
the cave from when we interrupted the ritual is probably it.
any of the hunters would recognize this cave, as you had recognized the symbol that was on the ground. As you go through here, you all of a sudden hear a scream from outside.
Oh, fuck.
Hello there,
Violet, you recognize the voice of your mother.
shadowy.
Running out!
Damn it.
Violet.
Damn it.
Yeah, knife out, running out.
Fuck.
Fucking idiot.
If you guys try to grab for her, it would be contested strength checks against acrobatics or athletics.
I'll give it a try because Neraina probably still has a hold of Violet's hand.
Is it a strength on my?
Strength on
And-
yours, acrobatics or no.
That's a.
Acrobatics or athletics for you, Violet. Strength for anyone else trying to grab her.
Just a 1d20 plus that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I have a feeling she not a
Oops,
strength
that's,
saving throw, just strength.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, this is not going to.
Whether or not I reach out for
14.
No. That's a 3.
No, I mean, I only have one hand free, but I guess I can try it since I'm technically in front of Violet. But I would have to get
Whether or
past
not I reach out to stop is going to entirely depend on do I see Victor at all.
You see Victor,
Oh no.
and you
I'm not.
see.
I'm not gonna rush in, but I'm also not gonna hold Violet back.
11. Yeah, so sort of like an attempt at reaching her.
Owen, make me a perception check.
17.
You see someone else that you recognize.
Yeah, I see that token. I see that token.
Yeah.
Neraina, you
Go on.
attempt to
Yes.
grab on to Violet as she rushes past you. However,
Mhm.
your hands are sweaty and clammy as you are further away from your mate as you would prefer. And she slips out of your hand as Violet, you run forward.
Is Anwin just standing there, or is she like a prisoner? Or...
Anwin doesn't seem to have any shackles on her from what you see.
I think Owen's gonna be a bit frozen. This is absolutely not what he expected to see.
Violet, as you
Alright.
rush forward, are you doing anything?
I can see the back of Victor, right?
You see he is approaching what looks to be this person, someone you also recognize.
Yeah.
Who's that?
Arrow is going to slowly step out.
Let's see here. I'm obviously gonna throw a spell off, but which one, I wonder, suffer?
You can tell, Violet, Cynthia has your mother's hair in her hands.
Oh, Cynthia has a hold of my mother. Never mind. Aiming that spell at her then. Aiming a suffer at her.
What level?
It's 2.
Okay.
She needs to make a charisma saving throw.
However, as you snap your fingers to try to get this spell off, you see it fizzle in your hand.
Fucking counter spell can go suck it.
You see Anwin's hands are up. Or one of her hands are up. As you watch as a little red light comes out of her palm and your spell just fizzles out.
I think at this point her eyes are kind of flashing purple and she's staring at Anwin. I fucking knew it.
Do the rest of you
Lijo Ogum!
You hear an audible, just loud sigh, and Ogum turns around.
You've got 5 seconds to start attempting to solve this diplomatically.
Friends. Glad of you to join us. He begins to step forward as Victor kind of heads towards your other parents, Violet. Your other parent.
She'll yell out, "Don't you fucking touch them, you whorebag!"
He turns around and he has this sickly smile on his face.
Well, Lijo, you in particular have only one way to walk out of this alive.
I believe that's where you're wrong, Caro. I have a lot of ways to walk out if you're alive. However, all of you don't.
Get me counsel with Magnus Apernath, or die.
I theoretically could make that happen. However, your friends are gonna have to stand down for that.
I, personally, would prefer to solve this diplomatically. But that's just me.
Question.
Friends, are you willing to hold back for a minute?
They let the hostages go and I will.
We can hold back if, and only if, they can ensure that they aren't stolen for time in some ritual, which means we need all of the hostages in some location unaffected by the ritual. Or
Question. Does Donovan actually recognize anybody besides Victor here?
You do.
Whom?
This person.
Oh.
I can click on there. You see
Oh my
tied
God.
up to one of the pillars.
Yeah, it's very faint. Like, I can't tell any details.
Yeah, I don't know why it's like that. It's, for whatever reason, it's just... I'm curious.
Yeah, for some reason, it looks to just be fogged.
Yeah, and I don't know...
Like, the closer we moved, the more clearly we could see.
Alright, I'm just gonna move the token around a bit,
Oh,
see
and-
if it helps.
Owen doesn't answer Carol's question. His gaze just kind of keeps switching between Anwin and Victor, and
Nope.
he doesn't know if he doesn't want to harm Anwin, but at the same time, he really wants to kill Victor. So
A little bit of a dilemma, huh?
yeah.
Who is that character I'm recognizing? Because I can't fucking tell.
You recognize him as Dylan Shepard. You've seen him once around here and there in the Hunter Society you worked for, as well as you've watched some of his key speeches that he has given to younger hunters. You know him as quite an inspirational hunter and quite well known.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. You can make me... what would this be? You can make me a perception check, Jonathan. I'll use perception on this one.
Perception, let's go.
Perception.
Perception!
This is no longer a favored terrain.
You are out in the middle of the woods.
Yeah, that is not favored terrain. I have urban and mountain, not urban and...
Forest.
I mean, it looks reasonably. We came out of a cave. That feels mountainous.
I don't... that's splitting hairs. I just take the... Yeah, 30-20. Like,
Ooh,
We'll
Good enough.
take that.
we'll take it.
we'll take it.
Dylan Shepard. Violet Shepard.
I mean, Shepard is not exactly a rare name, so...
You can also tell that Violet seems very...
On
Angry.
a hairpin's trigger.
That
Yeah.
seems like a thing to contemplate in a less tense situation. So I'm just
Correct.
Gonna file that for later.
Caro.
I
Roll me a persuasion check.
Me?
Caro.
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 How did you get from Caro to what?
I'm tired. Okay.
Persuasion, you said?
Mm-hmm.
30-20.
Ogham kind of looks at you, narrows his eyes. We'll let one prisoner go. However, the prisoners are worth a lot more than us not killing you where you stand.
How about this? Let's just move everything outside that circle.
And that satisfies all of our conditions.
Ogham turns, and you see he seems to wordlessly look at between Victor, Cynthia, and Anwin. And you watch as Anwin turns and grabs a hold of your grandmother, Violet, and kind of drags her over towards this area back here, towards the water. As Victor grabs your father and your grandfather, Violet, and pulls them both towards the tree, tying them up against the tree. And Cynthia kind of raises an eyebrow to Ogham and snidely says, "You know, Abernath is not going to really want to talk to them, right? He has his own plans. hands.
He wants to talk to me, I promise.
She kind of glares at you and then rolls her eyes at Ogum and drags your mother by her hair as your mother kind of grabs on to the base of her hair, trying not to have it pulled out. And you watch as Cynthia walks over to this hellhound, and the hellhound just starts to circle the both of them. Ogum kind of opens his arms towards you. Give me a moment to contact Headmaster and Arch Leader of the Council Apernath. You watch as he walks over kind of to this corner, his back turned towards the group of you.
As soon as he turns away, Neraina is going to take a very careful step to, trying not to look threatening to anyone, up to Caro and kind of quickly whisper, should we try to tell the others?
Bad idea. Best not to enact any surprises that could cause problems.
Fair enough.
It didn't take too long for them to get here.
So Violet's gonna turn around, walk over to Caro, kind of get right next to him so that she can whisper to him, "What the fuck are you doing?"
I have a plan. Chill.
They do anything to hurt my family, it's over.
Trust me, I agree. I can negotiate. Do my thing.
All of them, or they die.
Ogum needs to live. Rest can die.
What are everyone's thoughts right now?
What the fuck is happening?
Much concern for Violet and Owen, and a twinge of, oh gods, I wish Silric, or she wishes Silric was there.
That whole conversation, Owen has still been stuck in this sort of paralysis of, I have to kill Victor to avenge everything that has happened, but also I can't put Anwin in harm's way. He is basically zoned out from everything else that has happened. He is just paralyzed with this one decision.
Okay.
After has been slowly edging backwards further into the cave, sort of very subtly. And since he doesn't know what Owen is currently thinking, his thoughts are probably somewhere along the lines of, this is why I prefer working with hunters. So, like, imagine if he had a group of hunters, this interaction would be a lot more straightforward. It would involve probably about 0 words and a lot more bullets.
Grenade!
That too.
Unfortunately for Jonathan, the only other hunter here has a very big conflict of interest.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but he doesn't know that. You can shatter his faith later.
I have my plan.
Mm-hmm. You have your plan?
Shit.
Okay. I was checking the time. I'm getting things prepped here. Just give me a moment. Boop, 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 boop.
Do you need us to take our 15-minute break so you can do that?
Nope, it's okay. Just give me a few seconds.
Figured I'd ask.
Things have disappeared and they're not showing up, and I don't know why they're not showing up. They have just gone poof out of existence. One, 2, 3, 4. Okay. I got it all Yay. After a while, you guys talk silently. You watch as Victor turns around, claps his hands, and walks closer towards your group. After a few seconds of him walking forward, you watch as a bright light starts to appear right here, and out of kind of this portal, you watch as a golden and black cloaked figure steps out as you see Magnus Apernath step out.
Drama.
Hey there, Septimus. I figure you want to talk. As you know, I have information that you want. And we can come to a mutually beneficial agreement.
Go on, I'm listening.
I would like to speak with you in total privacy. No prying ears.
You see, he kind of looks at you. He raises an eyebrow. Why not? You watch as he snaps his fingers, and you see a bubble form kind of around him. I'll draw it. Ellipse. Right here. A little bit bigger. You all see as the shadowy orb appears kind of in the middle of nowhere. You can't see through it. Apernath kind of walks to the side and offers his hand for you to enter, Caro.
Of course.
He enters. And you watch as the two of them disappear.
Not just vanished. Can't see into it.
Cannot see into it.
Well, you and I have mutual enemies in this very camp, do we not?
Depends on what you mean.
Let's see. You're working with Asmodeus, and frankly, I don't like it, but... And I don't know what she has offered you. As I believe I told you in our last conversation, she doesn't think very highly of you, to the point where she is swaying Mab.
Go on.
Well, let me put it this way. You have a dear friend of mine here as well. And sorry, roommate knocked. I can't imagine that you actually expect to get whatever Asmodeus offered you. After what I told you in our last encounter. We can work together. Can't imagine you're a fan of traitors.
You making this deal, doesn't that make you a traitor to your friends?
Well, we never exactly talked about offers. Allow me to rephrase. You're not exactly our enemy, you're just working for her. Say we come to an agreement on a different form of payment, and you step out.
Roll me a persuasion check.
I would love to. That's a natural fucking 20.
Holy shit, that actually works. I
Oh
mentally
my
went like,
god.
what's become a nat 1? And my next thought was, well, now that I thought that, it's probably going to become a natural 20.
Holy shit.
This is what I can do for you, Caro. Bring me Kaname's head. She's been a thorn in my side since all of this began.
That can certainly happen.
Bring me Kaname's head, and I'll agree to let two of your choice... Actually... This is better. I'll let you have any of my two people out there, or I should say any one of my people out there, as well as two of your choice of the captives to stay with you. Think of it as insurance. After you bring me Kaname's head, you will be able to keep that singular, we'll call them thralls of mine, as well as you will get back the last two captives.
Very well. How many of the witches are you okay with not leaving alive?
It's up to you. I could care less.
Very well. Ioit dies. And ideally, Cynthia dies as well. Is that amenable to you?
It's sad to see a plaything go like Cynthia, but
Oof.
I could deal without her. I'll let you kill both of them now. Might be enjoyable
Wonderful.
to watch.
Very well.
Talks amongst your group for whatever. I'll give you Victor now, because he is a pain in the ass. And Cynthia, you'll get after this whole situation.
Very well.
Then talk to your group and figure out which two captives you'll like. And with that, he snaps his fingers and you watch as the spell is dropped. If I can get access to the fucking circle. It's literally not letting me Click on it. The fuck?
Perhaps do a highlight over in backspace.
That's what I'm trying to do.
That's not working.
Yeah, it wasn't working there. There, I got it.
Okay, there we go. All right. Came to an agreement. Decide which two captives we are. We need to decide which captives are being freed here and now. In exchange, I will be bringing him Kaname's head.
I think I can help you with that.
Aid would, of course, be appreciated.
Oh, you'll be getting
was
much more than aid.
Number one, that was one of the craziest things you could have done at this point.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Hey, I just secured us a way out. And I got 2 members of your family safety. Not to mention, we get to kill Iowit and Cynthia.
Why would we kill Violet?
Iowit. Victor Iowit.
Oh, I can't hear a damn thing, apparently. Wait, you secured us
2 deaths?
permission, for lack of a better term, to kill. This is
3
still very
people.
quiet. To kill Victor and Cynthia?
Yes.
And Koname,
Yes,
too.
I did.
And, well, Kaname was kind of on our shite list anyway, as was Victor, but
Let me be the one to do it.
No.
How about you stab them together? He dies by both
That's
your
an idea.
hands.
Violet. Is your father Dylan Shepard?
Yes.
Oh, no.
My mother's
Understood.
name is Minerva. My mother's name is Minerva.
Alright. We're taking your dad. You pick the other. They're your family.
I'm not separating my mom and my dad.
Very well.
I'd like to throw out there, you guys know Cynthia and Victor aren't going to let us just off them without a fight.
Oh, I
Right?
am planning on it.
I would sure hope.
I'm also just throwing out there that depending on who does what, I'm sorry to say it, Owen and Violet, but you might not get the killing blow. I'm just throwing it out there.
I will
Are you
move to
okay with
disable.
just... Well, I suppose the rest of us could be support and let the 2 of them have their, dare I use the word fun?
I have
Alright.
been dreaming about this ever since I got the fucking idea that that asshole had my family.
No more stalling.
At
Let's
least
get
he
this
left
done.
your family alive.
Alright. Let's get this done.
Look, the two of you can have at Victor. Maybe the rest of us can be support and take on Cynthia.
Either way.
Don't think we're taking Cynthia here and now. That was
guess we'll find out.
part of the insurance.
Fine.
Alright. Let's do this. Or we'll start moving his way down.
As you get closer, you watch as this hellhound kind of turns really fast and starts to growl at you.
Apernath,
He turns towards you.
I believe we're ready.
Ah, and what have you chosen?
We will be taking the Shepards.
You watch as Cynthia kind of tosses the mother kind of towards you. Victor steps forward, holding on to Mr. Shepard. As Ogum kind of looks at the rest of the group, shakes his head, and you watch as the group of them kind of step towards each other. Owen, I want you to make me a perception check.
19.
With a 19, from where you're standing, you kind of see Anwen. She doesn't have her usual sunglasses on. They're kind of on top of her head. You can see what looks like her eyes are slightly wet. And you watch as the group of them teleport away. As that happened, it making a sort of magical, like, whooshing noise. You watch as Victor turns around quickly, looking at where his friends were. And
Well,
he starts
Victor.
to yell, no, 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 no. Why did they leave me here?
You're dead. you
Violet
fucker.
and Owen, it's your time.
Next question: the demonic dogs, are they standing by, or are they? Will they come to Victor's aid if we hurt him?
You
Find out,
cannot
won't
tell.
Hmm.
Roll initiative.
Real quick, right after Caro says that, Neraina's gonna say quickly, "Make it good."
So,
21.
That 20, 22.
11.
So let
You were
me
saying, Nessie.
give me a moment. Hold your initiatives.
Yeah, they're just
No.
different, so.
I still do not have Aurora. I'm going to be doing my best.
Holding.
Jonathan,
Mhm.
what's your initiative?
11.
Neraina,
10.
Violet,
I'm burning an inspo on that. Fuck that. 21.
That's much better.
Hell yeah.
Owen.
Also 21.
Okay, Violet, what's your dex?
+2.
Owen.
Plus 3.
Damn you.
Wait, so Violet is a +3 to initiative and a +2 to dex?
Huh?
Huh? Does it?
Oh, that's Jack of all trades.
Yeah.
Bard.
Oh, very cool.
Bard is neat
Bard.
because
Yeah.
initiative is a
Bard.
skill check.
Chiara.
Cool.
I haven't rolled yet. What was the initiative?
We're just
right?
Initiative.
rolling
Yes.
initiative.
A 9. It is a 9.
Tanwin.
unfortunately.
22, nat 20.
Caro.
15.
Okay, now for our few bad guys.
Oh, that answered that question, potentially.
Well, there goes the fucking hounds.
Hey, I think the rest of us can handle those.
Trying to get Victor's sheet up, and it was causing me problems. That was not correct.
Are drow weak to any
No,
elements?
no.
No. Okay.
No, they're not.
Almost nobody is like naturally weak to anything.
Okay.
Also, he's a warlock, so I know he's only got 2 spell slots.
You don't know what level he is.
No, I don't know what level he is, but what the fuck is the level where you get your 3rd spell slot?
11.
11. I highly doubt that he's. Well, no, he might be. I don't fucking know.
And I still think it's a fucking scam that Warlock has to spend 10 levels at 2 spell slots.
Okay. Before we go on to combat, however, this will be where we take our break. We are at the 2-hour mark.
Damn it!
Woo! Okay. Holy shit.
Good job, guys. I would like to throw
Holy
it out
shit,
there.
Axo. Holy shit.
This is why you let me cook!
Main character go burr.
Main character go brr.
What
I'll
the
say that.
fuck? You are quite. I'm gonna let you sit there and think about that statement while I go get myself some food, because I'm fucking hungry.
Okay.
God, Zeta, I love that mask. Where did you get it? I need one.
It's been great.
Why are Axo and Nessie cat?
I have had this planned since Axo came to visit me. Guys,
Yep.
I have had this planned.
We
for
worked
a
on
hot
this!
This was the plan the whole time.
No.
Yes!
You were
Kind of.
You were at one time gonna have to fight all of them. You would not have survived.
Oh no,
fuck.
trust me, Nessie, this was my plan the whole time.
I go figure.
You sneaky bastard. I love you.
This is why you let me cook.
Hey, Tanwin.
He is muted. I'm assuming he walked away for a sec.
Oh yeah, he said he was gonna have to work on getting his birds in the cages.
And
That is a
Zeta's not
fucking
not
awesome
gonna tell me where
mask,
he got
dude.
that mask. Yeah, I want one. I
It's
want
giving
to.
Goes
Darth
on Etsy.
Nihilus.
Oh, that would explain it.
You originally got it for Doctor
It's kind of reminiscent of the Darth Nihilus one, but it doesn't have like the red.
Well, when you were
detailing.
covering the teeth, it looked a lot like Darth Nihilus's mask.
I love it. I'll be right back. Question, Zeta. Is it comfortable?
Yeah, it's pretty comfortable. It's got foam padding wherever it makes contact with your face, so it's pretty good.
Nice.
I'm back and I have nachos.
Welcome back.
Awesome. I have pepperoni slices.
Oh man. God, the adrenaline.
Oh, tell me that. Why do you think I grabbed a snack? Holy shit.
So I know we're fighting over who's going to get the kill in character, but out of character, do you want to settle this?
How are we gonna settle it?
Yeah.
Whoever gets the kill gets the
I'm
kill.
gonna say,
Yeah,
gonna,
like I'm
it's gonna be
just
very
gonna say,
hard to tell.
I can't exactly stop myself from dealing good damage, you know. So...
See, if I get in the final blow, I've got a whole scene that I want to play out. So if I get in the final blow, that's going to be non-lethal damage, so I can play out that scene.
Someone's
Okay,
very eager to
I
do
think
it.
honestly,
I have had this planned out in my head since before he was introduced as a character, since I was writing my backstory.
I think it's gonna come down to what happens during combat.
Right, so
But-
I'll focus the doggos first.
Yeah, that's the plan.
Yeah,
focus
I am
now.
also focusing
Oh, no,
fire
actually-
on Doggo.
Probably a better idea if I don't focus the doggos first, but like get one round of damage in on him, because that's unlikely to kill him. Because I'm already at the end of the initiative order.
Well, we're gonna have to see what happens.
Like, well, if everybody but the two judge holders focuses on the doggos, then we're likely to run out of doggo before we run out of victor. So
Grudge
Maybe.
holder.
It's an
I
accurate
have
term.
radiant damage, so I can deal good damage to dogs. Seeking Sunfire, it's my opportunity. I have wanted to cast that for so long.
I am aggressively looking at a spell called Radiant Death Flare.
Oh god.
Ooh,
I've heard of that.
Radiant,
I've heard of that one.
Radiant Death
Except it's
Flare.
kind of bad. Oh no, it is pure Radiant. Okay.
I was
Radiant-
muted.
I thought it was Radiant
oh
Fire.
no!
I
Like
cannot
Flame
look.
Strike.
Radiant Death Flare. You envelop a creature of your choice that you can see within range in pure white light. The target must make a con saving throw. Target takes 78 radiant damage on a failed save, or half as much as a successful
Hey,
one.
Tanwin.
Mm-hmm.
Rolled me a 1d 100.
Oh no!
Let's see, will Lady Luck screw me
no.
over? 66.
Okay.
Hmm.
I'll let you know in a bit.
Oh no. Okay.
Also, to be fair,
Ne-
JH, you get to go before Pika and I. So
Don't I get to go
Yeah,
first?
I got a
Yes.
low roll on that.
Your first
yes,
initiative.
Tony, you do. We're
We're not
JH was
talking
just saying
about
he's
you.
closer. Yeah, we were talking about other placement.
If I get in
in
that
the
final blow, you're
initiate-
going to see a
initiative
whole different
lineup.
side to Owen that's just been boiling
Also-
under the surface the whole time.
Oh, my rage for like the past couple of weeks. I've
I
just
have
been.
to.
So this isn't even an
Ah.
angry side to Owen. This is going to be an outright sadistic side to Owen that has just been boiling under the surface the whole campaign.
Oh,
Run.
that
Actually,
psychotic laughter,
I have
that
my
wasn't
turn
just
1
me.
plan. I have my turn 1 plan. I have a lovely little spell called Power Word Pain.
I was going.
I'm just gonna focus on
So-
doggos and let Owen and Violet have their fun.
Yeah. Same. I also have to apologize that I came very late. You know what the
Sure.
funny thing is? I thought it was 9:30 when I looked at the clock. I was like, huh, I guess I'll sleep a little bit. I look again and it's actually 11:30. I was like, oh
Oh
shit.
no.
I overslept in the campaign. I thought I had enough time to sleep a little bit more, just rest my eyes.
Oh, it happens. Damn it, Zeta. I love
I
that
was
map.
too
So jealous.
I was too busy drawing, practicing drawing for like different hairstyles, and I was like, oh man. As you saw some of them, like one of them happened to be Alexander.
I saw that one earlier, yeah.
Uh, I'll show you guys what I had like on sketches a little bit later, maybe after the campaign, because I'm kind of happy how it turned out, and I finally drew an old man. I no longer can draw baby face.
No more baby face for Pika, I guess.
The only criticism that I got from it was I want a picture of his wrinkles with the pen. What was it? The Spider-Man meme of like, get me Spider-Man. Who is his name?
J. Jonah
He was
Jameson.
Yeah. All I got was just a reply of that.
Okay.
Bless you.
Bless you.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Bless you.
Achoo.
Achoo,
Achoo.
bless you.
Everyone's got Windows set up in a virtual machine. They'll be able to finally load Aurora.
Oh boy, I just know that I'm gonna crash later. Whew! Like waving my hands around.
Da-da.
Reminds me of the happy, happy, happy moon.
Happy. Oh my gosh.
Anywho's, are you guys ready to get back to the chaos?
Oh
We've
shit,
been-
here we go.
Because I sure as hell am.
Let's do this.
Revenge, wrath, rage consumes all. At the
Meh.
top of the round, is
Meh.
Tanwin.
I am casting Seeking Sunfire. So, Seeking Sunfire is a 4th level spell, and I'm going to target one by one. First of all, I'm going to target Victor with Seeking Sunfire. He has to make a dexterity saving throw. Against, I believe that's my spell value.
Bless you.
Am I
Bless you.
correct?
Thank you.
I don't recall how that's supposed to work.
Your
It's
spell
against
DC.
Against your spell DC, yeah.
my
if I
spell
remember
DC is, I believe, 15.
A dexterity saving throw, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Let me get my dex saving throw. Does a 17 save?
Yes, it does. That's fine. It will curve onto. So let me quickly recheck the wording of the spell before I continue. Yes, let me measure. Okay, so I'm going to attack this target next. Same thing, dexterity saving throw, 3d8. Oh, so say dexterity saving throw against 15.
Does a 17 save?
It does.
Unlucky.
Next, I'm going to attack the top dog.
Does a 14 save?
It does not. It takes 3d8 and 3d8 fire and radiant damage. Do I roll each separately?
You would roll them together.
So because it takes half, so it's 3d8 radiant and then 3d8 fire. It's not.
Is it pass or fail, or is it if you save, you take half?
Pass or fail if they only take the damage if they fail the dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
Yeah,
But
Seeking
it's
Sunfire is a little weird. It just retargets
3d8
if they
fire
save.
damage and 3d8 radiant damage. So I roll each separately, I believe.
Okay.
3d8 R 3d8. So it takes 16 radiant and 10 fire damage. So that's 32 radiant because I believe they're weak.
Nope, they are not.
No, okay, so that's 26
that was
damage.
the thralls.
Oh, okay.
They yeah. Their only immunity is fire.
Immunity?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay,
Well, that's
that
16
is-
radiant damage. That's still 16 radiant damage.
Damage is
to do-
damage.
I have to do the math.
Damage is
Damage is damage. And then I'm going to attack the final remaining dog.
That's an 8.
That fails, so I'm going to roll again. So I'm going to say 5 fire damage and 12 radiant damage. That's 12 damage. And I do believe there are only 4 enemies, right?
Correct.
That's unfortunate. I still have a
I
charge
will
left. for
put
this
a
thing.
little red dot on top of your enemies.
Thank you.
Yeah, our Violet's parents haven't made their way to us yet, have they?
Nope. The mother is here. Father is here.
All right, that's that. I believe I end my turn.
That means next on the list is Owen.
Let's see how far away from him am I.
Separate question, Nessie.
Yes.
I'm going
do
to
the-
first walk.
1 second. Jonathan has a question.
John? Anyway, do the parents like have initiative where they can like maybe get away from the combat, or do they just stand there as big obstacles for all of it?
They have not entered combat yet due to them being tied up still.
Like entirely? Not even.
Their
They
legs
can't even
and
caterpillar away, or
their legs and
hogtied.
yeah, they're hogtied.
okay, yeah. Well, they can do the roll.
Oh well.
So, I'm going to walk over to about here. And then I'm going to cast Hold Person on Victor. I need him to make a wisdom saving throw.
That's a 13.
Does not pass. He is now under Hold Person.
He has been holded.
He has been held.
And I need him to redo that saving throw at the end of every one of his turns.
Okay. I gotta remember what hold person does. Always
He's
forget.
paralyzed for the duration of the spell.
He can't do spells either, can't he?
No actions, no bonus actions, no reactions.
Okay.
Melee attacks do double damage.
Oh.
Okay. Violet.
Hell yeah.
Oh,
That-
also no movement.
Are you done with your turn, Owen?
Yes.
Violet,
Okay.
you're up.
I love
So,
until it gets cast on me.
at this point, Violet is kind of psychotically laughing, and her eyes are glowing bright purple. Okay, let's see here. How far away are you? Fine by me.
You still have your movement.
Now I'm trying to figure out where I'm gonna move to.
Attack rolls are also at advantage.
Ah,
against
yes.
him.
I'm gonna move to about here. Kind of stare the fucker down and cast Rot at 2nd level.
Okay. Read off the description.
You extend your hand towards a humanoid creature you can see within range and inflict the target with a horrible disease, causing their flesh to form pustules and the smell of decay. The creature must succeed in a con saving throw or take 2d12 necrotic damage, or 3d12 necrotic damage in this case.
His
I
con
need a con
save was 8.
That fails.
How the fuck is this held up closer than this?
Because
Hey,
diagonals aren't counted as additional
Yeah,
movement.
sorry.
Oh, shit. I misclicked, did I? No, I had a copy paste on. Damn it.
If you turn off snapping, it will count diagonals as distance.
Yep, that was the copy paste. My bad. There we go. That's better. 16 necrotic damage.
Nice. Okay.
And I
And it-
think at the end of the spell, she would probably just like, I don't know if he can hear me. Would he be able to hear me?
He can, he's still conscious.
I would probably just say like, you're gonna suffer like I did.
He is still frozen. He cannot respond to you. That means next on the list is this hellhound. Doo-doo. I'm doing math. Un momento.
Are you trying to plot out how to hit all of us?
Theoretically, yes.
Yeah, I would take coming from like over here.
That still doesn't work. However,
Oh, shucks.
that one does work. That just barely hits you. Okay, this hellhound is going to move towards this way and is going to breathe out fire breath. I'm going to need both Caro and Tanwin to roll me dexterity saving throws.
17. So 17 passed.
Sorry, my brain is shutting off. 19.
Both of you pass.
Half damage?
Half damage, so you both take 10 points of fire damage.
Ooh. Okay.
Oof, okay. That brings me down to like the time that's 10 minus 10. I'll just add that minus 10.
Ain't no way that takes you down that low.
No, sorry. I don't remember what my max health pool is. So I'm just
You're
storing
at,
the
you're
credits I'm
at
gonna take
full
them.
health
Yeah,
right
I don't
now.
know what my full is.
Yeah.
I don't have my character sheet. I'm trying to rebuild it.
That being said, it is Caro's turn.
All right. Well, I'm going to cast a fancy new spell that I picked up. I have always loved torturing witches. Power word pain on Victor. There is no save.
Read off the description of that.
Power word pain. When you utter the power word for pain, one creature within 60 feet takes 22 or 40 force damage. At the start of each of its turns, the creature must make an additional con save or take another 40 force. The effect ends when the creature's con save succeeds, but turn 1 doesn't get a save.
Okay.
Okay, let me...
For all that damage.
Are
That'll
you
be
also going in for the kill on him?
28. No, I just want him to suffer.
Be careful about
And I
that.
do have a little bit of a stake. And that'll be turn.
Okay. That means the next doggo is going to rush in this way, stancing off with you, and is going to take a bite at you, Caro. Does a 15 hit?
Let me check. I know it's close. No! 16.
Oh, okay. So he tries to bite you and kind of, you lift your leg up and it almost hits your leg. However, he is just standing right in front of you.
Literal ankle biter.
Literal
Indeed.
ankle biter.
Hellhounds are actually chihuahuas.
Who would have thought?
That's great.
Accurate.
Okay.
I spooked my cat.
Oh no.
Mhm.
PP is the Chihuahua. Rightfully so.
Give me a second.
Guess whose turn it is?
Guess whose turn it is? It is Victor. Victor
He doesn't
cannot
get a turn.
do anything.
I
However,
do need a
at-
wisdom save from him.
he can do a wisdom save. Does a 15 save.
It does not.
He is
Yeah.
still
DC, what the fuck?
held.
My spell,
16?
yeah, my DC is 16.
If you've maxed your casting stat, it'd be 16.
Yeah. And guess whose stat is not wisdom?
Get fucked, Warlock.
Jonathan, it is your turn.
Woo. Okay, I get the measuring tool out for. So. Well, Owen is neatly in the way for the furthest one, and Violet's kind of in the way for that one, so I'm going for the one next to Arrow.
You could go.
I
You could move.
I want. Yeah, but I want a clear line of fire, so I'm going for that one. Is it worth Hunter's marking? Yeah, sure, let's go. Put Hunter's mark on that thing. And I roll 2 hits.
Okay.
$15.
Meets it, beats it.
Okay, time to roll damage. Has that thing taken damage?
Yes.
Wonderful. Love it when the plan comes together. Not a 1d20. 1d10. That's 16.
Not bad.
Right. That was shot number 1. And let's roll again. Nat 20.
What is it with Jonathan in 20s?
That definitely
At this rate,
hits.
you're going to exhaust all of your nat 20s, and the rest of the campaign, you're going to have terrible rolls.
But I'm just going to double in damage in the roll.
Okay.
That is 36 damage.
You watch as this hellhound just crumbles to dust.
Well, that's my turn. Have fun, fellas.
Hell yeah, Jonathan!
Neraina, your turn.
Okay. So you said that oh shit, there isn't much I can do from way back here. How far away are they from where Neraina is right now?
Whoops. Line. Your parents are about 45 feet. The first hellhound is 45 feet from you. The furthest one is 60, and Victor is held at 45 from you. So we're talking 40 to 45 feet for majority of them. However, the furthest is 60.
Okay. Oh, hang on. You said that so the hellhound Victor, the furthest away is 50 feet.
60.
60. Okay. Well, I'm a little more concerned with this hellhound right next to Victor because Violet's parents are in trouble because they're still tied up, we determined, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Fuck. Sorry, I swear I was looking at these, but you know what? We're just going to try and make things a little more difficult for that hellhound. Yeah, 60 feet. I'm going to... 10 feet. Ooh, that'll make it difficult for everyone else, though. You know what? Yeah, that would work. Neraina just wants to dash and get as close to Violet's dad as she can. Like, try and get as close to the hellhound and Violet's dad as she can so she can try and defend him.
You could go the full distance. You could go 45. You could go 45, 40 or 45 feet.
I was gonna say, because if I try to go past the hellhound, he gets an attack of opportunity.
Correct.
Yeah. Okay. Let's just go. You know what? Will he get an attack of opportunity if I stop right next to him?
No.
Let's stop right next to the hellhound.
Okay.
And I think that's all that Neraina can do.
Okay, you move this far and you stop there. Next on the list is Chiara.
All right. I let me see. I'm trying to right now calculate of like how many feet I can take. Because Shira's here. And then if I go from here to here. I'm like trying to see. So taking a look at my document here. May I, if I move here and use Frenzy Bolt, it's okay to use it, right?
How far away is that is the distance for Frenzy Bolt?
The range is 120
Yeah.
feet.
Yeah, you would be
Frenzy
in fine.
Bolt is the long range.
Yeah, you are 60 feet away from the furthest Hellhound.
Yeah, I'm just making sure I don't hit Owen, so I'm like, I'm gonna try to move a little bit over there and
You
then
can.
use
Yeah,
it.
you have 30 or 20 feet of range. You're
Yep,
small.
I'll move right over here. If I can move my character.
I got you.
Yeah, right here. And I'm gonna use Frenzy Bolt at the Hellhound in the very back.
Okay. Read me the
So I
wording.
The full wording of what Frenzy Bolt does.
Yes.
You direct a bolt of rainbow colors towards the creature of your choice within range. If it hits, the target takes 3d8 damage with a random type determined by the damage type table.
Okay. So roll to hit.
Okay.
So that is 1d20 plus whatever modifier you have.
That's probably a 2. Because it's initiative. Unless it's the casting one.
It is the casting modifier.
Okay, casting modify. I just had the thing.
It'd be on the second page of your PDF. Second or third.
That's an 8, so 1d8.
No, 1d20 plus 8.
Yeah, 1d20 plus 8. That's a 14.
Unfortunately, it misses. You take this shot, and you watch as this rainbow magic zooms over the head of this hellhound. Unfortunately, I don't think you have any bonus actions.
No, I mean, no.
Yeah. So that means it is the Hellhound's turn, and it's going to dash towards you, Chiara, seeing that you're the one that did the spell, and it's going to get pretty much right next to you. And that's its turn, with the top of the round being Tanwin.
All right. I need to go find a spell to use. Again, I'm struggling. I'm going to move here, and I think I'll cast Ultraviolet Pulse, which I'm going to quickly grab the wording for that. Yes, that is a ranged spell attack, 5d6 radiant damage. It has to do a... Yeah, I have to make a ranged spell attack. What does that mean? I have to roll, or it has to roll?
It's you who has to roll. So it's 1d20 plus whatever modifier you have for your magic.
And you've got advantage because he's underhold person.
If you're
I'm
going
attacking the
after.
dog.
Oh, yeah.
Which one are you going after?
The dog.
This doggo.
Which dog?
The close one. Okay, my attack bonus I believe is +7 last I checked.
Okay.
Unless that sounds wrong.
That doesn't sound wrong.
Okay, 25.
That certainly hits.
Now dog has to make a con saving throw. If it fails, it also is poisoned after my 5d6 radiant, I believe.
Does a 15 save?
No, it doesn't.
So
5d6 radiant. Let me see. 5d6. 13. Damn.
That's a lot of wands.
That's a lot of ones.
That is a lot of water.
Yeah, big oof.
Big oof. You said it was also poisoned?
Yes.
Where the fuck did the doggo go?
I was about to say.
I blasted the doggo into another realm.
There it is. There he is.
You.
Sorry, it's in another dimension.
I just phased
There's
out
a
of
doggo
existence for a
shadow.
second. Doggo's
It's
poison
our
radiant
run
out of existence.
out.
Banish you to the shadow realm.
Disappearing quack at .mp4.
Yeah, like literally.
Oh wait, hold on.
I forget what the. This was also a 21, wasn't it? Yes. Yes.
There we go. There it is.
Jesus fucking Christ, that scared me actually. Okay. Anywho's, is that your turn?
I believe so.
Okay, top of the round is Owen.
I'm just going to continue to walk forward towards him, and would you let me use a bonus action to pistol whip him to the ground?
Hell fucking yeah, I would.
I pistol whip him to the ground then.
Roll me an unarmed strike. So that is your 1d20 plus your strength modifier at advantage.
Because he's under hold person, but any attack roll within 5 feet of him is automatically a critical hit. Because he's under hold person.
Oh,
Does that count for
shit.
magic?
no.
Okay.
You hit him, and he, like a full-size mannequin, he just
falling over.
falls backwards, kind of landing, unfortunately, on top of your father, Violet, and your father kind of kicks him to the side with, like, his hip, and he kind of rolls over onto his side, frozen still.
Can I just like yell out at Owen, just like what
Roll
the
for
fuck,
damage, which is
I believe for an unarmed strike it is just my
It
strength
is
modifier.
1 plus
plus your
strength.
1 plus strength.
1 plus strength. Since it's automatically a crit,
double damage.
double damage.
Yep.
That is automatically 4 damage.
Not bad, actually.
And I specifically asked to let that be a bonus action.
Yep.
I'm just going to pull my pistol point blank at his knee.
Ooh,
Oh.
I like it.
Roll that
Oh.
damage.
Before I pull the trigger, I'm just going to say, Norman Whitewood sends his regards. And, I'm still within 5 feet of him.
So that's an automatic crit. Yep.
I'm going to do my normal double the dice for this one. Because more dice equals more fun.
I mean.
More dice equals more numbers equals funny moment.
Good.
25
Oh.
damage. and that's gone into his. I know 5e doesn't have targeted damage, but
Yeah.
I know it doesn't have targeted.
I'm still
damage,
working
but
on it. I'm still working on it.
I want it to be slow and painful.
You can see him audibly
He can't scream. He's under hold person.
Exactly. You see tears start to drop from his eyes as he's trying to wince and scream, but he can't. So a gargled noise comes from his throat as his knee, you guys just watch as his knee is shattered into a bunch of pieces, blood going everywhere.
That is both my action and
Like,
my,
would it hit Neraina at all, the blood spatter?
No, there's a dog in front of
Okay.
you.
Oh, so...
That is both my action and my bonus action, so that is my turn.
Which means is Violet, your turn.
How much closer can I get to him? Can I get to there?
Yeah, you could.
I'm gonna get to there.
Okay.
I think before firing this off, she's gonna just mutter to Owen, "Next time, don't throw the asshole on my father." And then she'll fire off... Nope, can't do that, unfortunately. Damn it. A windlash. Why the fuck not?
Is that area effect?
No.
Okay.
It's targeted.
Okay.
Would not do that if I knew it would hit my parents.
Smart.
Oh wait, is that a saving throw? I don't think it is. No.
Well, he's kind of held anyway, so...
Yeah,
No, he is.
and you're within 5 feet, so...
Is that that's not an auto crit though.
No, it would be
You're
an
within a 5 feet. It is an auto crit.
It is an auto crit.
It's a wait. It's a
You're
spell.
in 5 feet.
Okay.
So you're
I
just
guess
rolling
I'm-
for damage.
Okay. Well, it's not good damage, but
Double
it's
dice or
damage.
double damage.
Doubling damage, obviously. Okay, what is it?
Statistically,
1,
double
2d8.
damage is better, but it's
Yeah.
not more fun.
That's 12 slashing damage.
Okay. Is that your turn?
Yes.
Okay, which means it's this Hellhound's turn. And, ooh, look at that. I think you guys are kind of within a certain distance of him.
Ah.
Yeah, you done him the favor of bunching up nicely.
Meh. Had to
Meh.
happen. Oh, shit.
Excuse
Why
the
would
fuck
he
out
go
of you,
in that
Nancy.
direction?
Intrusive thoughts. Yeah, winning.
Nazi's intrusive thoughts were winning there.
Yeah.
Big numbers.
The instinctive urge to commit war crimes.
In this direction. So that means Caro, Violet, and Owen. He uses his fire breath, and you must make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
18.
17.
Pass.
11.
Does not pass. Owen.
I also need to make the con save to hold up my concentration on hold person.
Correct, and you must pass a 10.
Can I use-
well,
Hold on.
I have other spells up my sleeve that need the concentration anyway.
Yeah, so Owen, you take 16 points of fire damage. Everyone else takes 8.
He looks at initiative order.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Well, retaliatory strike, I guess.
Which means, Caro, you are up.
Yeah.
I failed the con save to keep down the hold person, but he is still prone.
Yeah.
Which means you guys will have advantage on hits. But no more
I am
crits.
going to step up and
Until he gets
away.
up.
Because there's already a lot of people around that hellhound, and I'm going to target the one on Chiara. Attack number 1. That'll be a 20 to hit, dirty.
That hits.
25 damage. And then second attack. Christ. 24 to hit. For 21.
21 points of damage.
21 from the second attack, yeah.
Okay. So how much damage total? I cannot do math right now.
You're good. 5 times 1. 46.
You watch as this hellhound turns to dust. Is that your turn?
Yep.
Okay. Victor.
His turn starts.
That's a lovely little spell I could use.
His turn starts, and I need a con save. Powered pain.
He does need a con save.
I see your power word pain, and I'll raise you what I'm going to do on my next turn.
21.
That will pass. Powered pain does dissipate.
Okay. He still gets an action, correct? I believe.
Yeah.
Pro?
He's prone, which means he would need a full action to stand up. However, he is going to stay laying down.
Yeah, 'cause
What?
standing on the knee like that is probably not an option.
He really can't move, can he? Oh, why does that spell?
What spell?
What spell?
Oh, nothing. Not telling you guys.
Watch him drop a fireball.
Do not give Nessie
Pretty sure
ideas,
that's
please.
exactly what that is.
Now that you mention,
God damn it.
that seems a decent distance. He's going to
Dirty.
snap his fingers, and a fireball lands right in the center of this circle. I am going to need dex saving throws from...
Nessie, how do you feel about counterspell?
You are welcome to try.
Yes!
It's automatically a 4th level counterspell. So,
He upcasted that.
Bruh.
I'm pretty sure his is automatically the maximum level anyway.
Yeah.
So I do have to roll the check.
Yes, you do.
Reread counterspell.
If you succeed, I just imagine Caro walking up to
That was
Victor,
an
and
8th level counterspell. It would have to
Well,
be.
I have a 19 on my die.
It would have to be an 8th level spell.
The counterspell check.
Yeah. I forget how counterspell works.
Reaction: when you see a creature within 60 feet casting a spell, you attempt to interrupt the process. If the spell is 3rd level or lower, spell automatically fails and has no effect. If it is casting a spell 4th or higher, make an ability check using your spellcasting ability. DC equals 10 plus spell level. On success, the creature's spell fails.
So
So you
19, 19.
And I just got a 24.
So that passes. You watch as this spell
Holy shite.
fizzles out.
Yes.
No.
Holy shite.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Jonathan, your turn.
Alright, I'm going to reposition slightly over here. And there's one doggo left.
There is one doggo left.
So I recast Hunter's Mark on it. It's taken damage, right?
It has.
Wonderful. Okay, first shot is... Stop writing in the group, I need to type. 28 hit.
It hits.
For 15 damage.
Okay.
Second shot, 14. That doesn't hit, right?
That does not hit.
Yeah, fuck. Well, that's my turn then.
Okay. Neraina, your turn.
Well, I am right up here on this lovely little hellhound. It's immune to that, but I hear tell that hellhounds don't like lightning. Is this true? Because if so, I'm just going to reach out and go, Shocking Grasp.
Its only immunity is to fire.
Yeah, Shocking Grasp.
Okay. Reread the spell for me.
Okay, lightning springs from your hand to deliver a shock to a creature you try to touch. Make a melee spell attack against the target. You have advantage on the attack roll if the target is wearing armor. It is not. On a hit, the target takes 1d8 lightning damage, and it can't take reactions until the start of its next turn.
Okay. Roll to hit.
So that would just 1d20 plus my
Spell casting
spell
modifier.
attack. Okay. I think that's a spell attack bonus. No, that's not the right one. That's a problem. It is not showing my number for my spell casting ability.
That is it.
Oh, that just the +8?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. That's even better than I thought. Here we go. 27.
Whoa! That hits.
Oh shit, what was it? 1d8 damage?
Yeah.
Just straight 1d8. Ah, stupid computer. Hang on. 1d8. 5 damage.
Okay. It is still standing. Is that your turn?
Oh well. Let me double check if I have any bonus actions. That would be useful. I don't think I do, but yeah, that's the end of my turn.
Okay. Chiara, it is your turn.
Pika.
Check your settings, Pico. We can't hear you if you're talking.
Pika has phased out of existence.
Rest in peace.
Rest in Pika.
Where's that meme I made for Stardew of like, why is it when something goes wrong it is always you and it's just Pika, still Pika, Pika again.
Also Pika.
Pika!
Hmm?
Your turn!
It's your turn.
Not sure what I should do because everyone's already.
So
Just
inspired
cast
spell.
Frenzy Bolt or something.
I mean, like, if I do that, wouldn't that hurt someone who's in the way?
No, it'll just miss if it isn't. It can beat spells. Unless it says it requires line of sight. Like direct line of sight, so it'll just work, I believe.
Okay, then Frenzy Bolt.
Okay. Roll to hit. That definitely hits.
24.
Roll for damage.
That's That's. I'm trying to see where the damage thing is.
You first have to
That's
roll to see
3d8.
what. Yeah, you have to roll what type of damage.
What the type of damage
Is
is
based off
usually
of the table.
the 1d8.
Yeah,
one?
so roll 1d8.
Mhm.
So it's
And they-
whatever the 8th type of damage type is for your table.
Thunder for me.
So it's thunder damage towards the Hellhound. So then
yeah, the
roll how
Hellhound.
much damage it takes.
So that would be 3d8.
Correct.
Unless I'm.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. 1, 3, 8. And. That's 10 damage.
It is still standing.
How?
Okay.
You guys have been doing minimal damage.
Bruh.
Yeah, you've been doing min
Hellhound.
damage. Just happenstance, you're doing min damage to it.
Love hellhounds, but damn.
So-
I didn't do min damage, I just only did one attack. So.
Yeah. Top of the round. Tanwin.
I finally got Aurora up. Let me take a look at my spell list quickly. Quick observation. Hellroth is
What?
oh, the dog is still up? Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
Hmm. Can I how damaged does the dog look?
It looks pretty ripped up.
Okay. Also, is the dog still poisoned? In which case, it has to take its poison damage when?
On its turn,
Okay.
which is 3 characters away.
Okay. Sorry, I don't have my spells. This is taking me a quick second. Why do I have no good spells in the list?
No, it doesn't fucking matter, just kill the doggo.
I'm trying to find a spell that lets me without like all of the spells I'm looking at are AoE. Why?
Because Druid.
Yeah.
Okay, I did not know that.
You have Thorn Whip. Use
Druid's
it.
spell list is not that big.
Thorn
The
Whip.
Druids.
Thorn Whip would bring the Hellhound closer to you as well as do damage.
Tony, do you seriously not have Thorn Whip prepared?
I don't know. I don't have my character sheet. I'm literally looking through the entire spell list and trying to find one that's viable, and then I'll get to work on actually having my spell prepared for next time. Screw this. I'm gonna just cast a cantrip. I'm gonna get closer to the dog. I can move my character, and I'm going to cast Impact.
What does impact do?
On hit, 2d10 bludgeoning damage, and
Oh.
is knocked 5 feet away from me.
Okay.
Melee spell attack. That's just my spell
Plus your
attack modifier.
Yep. 1d20 plus that.
9.
9 does not hit.
How do I miss the doggo with my hand?
You literally put your hand up, and you watch as the spell fizzles out of your hand.
It's a touch. It's touch. I have to touch the creature. How do I fail that?
You just
Wait,
do.
not
Yeah,
Fight
how did
it.
you not hit something with a
Have
sword?
you ever
Good
tried to
roll.
pet a dog that's trying to bite you?
I just have to
There
touch
you go,
it.
yeah.
I can smack the damn dog. It should do the same thing.
Tony, you can miss the dog with a sword too, which is arguably harder. So
Owen, it is your turn.
I cast Power Word Suffer. I
What
need
does
him to make a Wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Does a
And I want to say I'm upcasting this to 4th level. What did he get?
Ooh.
He got an 11.
He is going to take 3d10 psychic damage and have disadvantage on his next 2 attack rolls.
Roll to hit.
Sorry, 3d10 psychic damage.
Mind you, his health is low.
17 psychic damage.
How do you want to do this?
See, I kind of already integrated the scene I want to have into the combat because I was worried I wasn't going to get my scene. Can I just have the psychic damage just implode his mind? Can I?
Sure. He was at 15 health points. You'd gotten him down that low.
Damn.
You reach your hand out, touching his forehead. As you cast the words of the spell underneath your breath, he glares up at you, knowing exactly what your words are. You watch as his eyes begin to dribble out of his skull. Blood starts to pour out of his nose and his mouth and his ears. As you feel the power rush through his head, you feel the liquid as it kind of sloshes inside, and he drops to the ground at your feet, killing him in an instant.
Make sure you tell Dad hello.
Is that your turn?
That is my turn.
Violet.
Windlash, dog in front of me.
Okay. Roll to hit.
$23.
Hits. Roll for damage.
Oh,
4.
Who did we lose?
Tony died.
Oh no.
How do you want to do this, Luka? You get the final kill of this combat.
Considering I just watched the man that I wanted to kill, I'm going to glare daggers at Owen, ball up my fist, and send a a windlash at the dog, chopping its head off.
You take this slash with your hand, and you watch as the head just pops off, body disintegrating, and rolls into the sludge that's left over from Victor's body, killing it in an instant.
Alright then.
Neraina's gonna exhale very slowly. Inhale, take out her dagger, and go over to Violet's dad and start trying to cut the ropes that are binding him.
Okay, you head
Violet's
over.
going to shove past Owen and start to cut her mother's bindings as well.
The both of you do it with quite ease. The ropes weren't horribly thick, but they were tight. After a few seconds, you're able to undo both the ropes, and your mother kind of just quickly gives you a hug, Violet, holding you tight. Your father stands up after rubbing his wrists and nods at Neraina, looking at the group of you. Thank you for doing that.
Of course.
No problem, Captain.
It's good to see you, Caro.
Good to know you're still alive.
Can't kill this old dog.
Clearly. Caro's gonna start ruffling through Victor's.
Roll me an investigation check. Investigation.
7.
You don't find a lot in his pocket. In his pockets. You don't even find on him his amulet or any sort of thing that he was casting magic from. He doesn't seem to have anything on him.
Damn, nothing for the collection on this bastard. How goes the hunt for Gluttony?
Like always, I can't seem to catch him. Not even his own witches want to give up his location. I assume he's still in the hells.
One would assume such. Oh well. We'll get him.
All of you kind of get together. Violet, your mother petting your head and holding you close. You can feel she's kind of shaking in, like, as she's hugging you.
This is my fault.
Dear, this is no one's fault. If anything, it's our fault for trusting people we shouldn't have.
I met Astra. She told Tanwin what happened, how somebody came to your door and told you something and you guys left immediately after. Who came to your door?
Ironically, it was a warlock I had never met. However, they had said that your grandparents were in trouble and that we needed to come quickly to help. I didn't recognize her. However, she wasn't telling a lie.
Was it perhaps
Warlock?
the warlock from just a few minutes ago?
Yes, the one with white hair. I had never seen her before.
course it was. Owen, we need to have a talk about that sister of yours.
What was that you were saying about us being able to trust your sister, Owen?
Any hellbound can't be trusted.
Neraina is looking anxiously between the three of them right now.
However,
And she,
I think this is a good place to stop.
Before we
always
stop,
Okay.
I would just like to take a shot at Victor's lifeless body for satisfaction purposes.
well, he's
Understandable. Have a nice day.
dead, so
I know.
you don't have to roll anything against him.
I know. Flavor text. Just
Okay, do your
Flavor-
do your
Flavor
flavor
text.
text. Do your flavor
Push me in that
text.
one.
I
Let
take
him
a shot
cook.
at his body, and then I throw him in the river.
Question: how would you throw him into the river? Where
I pick
you
him
were?
up. I carry him to the river.
I'll let you have it. You take a hold of his body. Does anyone stop him?
Question. Before we do that, I think Tanwin wants to rummage around in the pockets for anything useful.
I already did.
I'll let him.
Already did?
Yeah, I already did.
Never mind, I retract my statement.
I throw him in the river.
You
just
watch
eat him?
as Owen kind of drags his body and throws him into the river.
as he does that, Neraina's going to mutter under her breath, "May the gods have no mercy on your soul."
And
I
with,
don't think he's going to the gods.
and with that, today we end today's session.
Woo.
I hope
Woo!
everyone had fun.
Mm.
Holy shit!
You guys did
I
a
wanted that
pretty.
final kill, but fuck, it's fine.
That's up to the dice.
It's the way the dice rolled.
Yeah, it
I-
is
I start-
true.
now.
I started incorporating the scene I wanted into my combat, just anticipating
Thank
that
you,
I
Dragon.
wouldn't get it.
You're welcome, Nessie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't expect you to end up getting it, but he was really low on health, and you ended up rolling just enough. That's where I was like, you could
That-
kill him here, technically. Theoretically, you could
That was
kill
pretty.
him.
That was pretty damn cool.
Yeah, it was. I hope everyone enjoyed their time here. I hope everyone had fun. Remember, tomorrow I think we have BG3 finally after weeks.
It's only been a month.
It's only been a month. Sorry, shit has happened in our lives. However, from here, we are going to head over to Hikaru's stream, who is playing my favorite fucking game.
Ooh.
Yes, he is playing Arkham Asylum, and you guys have to see the intro of it, and I don't want you guys to miss it. So, let's go and attack Soul Hikaru for shits and giggles as he plays
Yay.
Arkham Asylum. Again, I hope everyone enjoyed
Yay.
themselves here. I hope everyone had fun. Make sure to stay hydrated and everything. Have a wonderful day, and bye-bye!
Bye-bye.
It's loading. It's loading. It's loading.
Loading,
I couldn't
loading,
tell if it was a
loading.
where or a bye. Where?